Did you write this, Scorch? You're in trouble, Stan. You wrote it, Michaela, did you? You're in trouble, Stan. The AMA is questioning a decision by the streaming service to acquire a doco with an interesting message. It's about drinking your own byproduct, which I reckon it used to be done by an Indian Prime Minister called Mr. Desai.
It did.
Which led Gough Whitlam to accuse him of getting on the P15S.
I think Gandhi drank his own urine too.
Is that right? Okay. Catching. It's 7:45. Minister Desai of India used to drink his own urine. The AMA has questioned why Stein would acquire a documentary espousing the benefits of drinking urine. Dr. Tony Bartoni, president of the AMA, I'm going to have to use the word urine for a third time. I'm on world record pace. Doc, is there any health benefits to drinking your own urine?
Extensive literature search, and good morning to you, Ross, and extensive literature search will show you that there is absolutely no documented evidence that there is beneficial effects from drinking your own urine.
Because I assume that what urine is liquid that's had all the good bits taken out of it.
So it's exactly right. So it's essentially between 90 and 95% water, but it's got all the salts and other excrements that the body doesn't need. The kidneys do a fantastic job in regulating the internal environment and reject and get rid of things that, if they build up in your bloodstream, would be toxic to you.
So it gets rid of urine as water with all the impurities of your body.
Correct.
Yeah,
absolutely right.
Now, I remember when Jimmy Stein was in his latter days, he treated himself by drinking his own urine. Where would he have got the idea of that from, do you reckon?
And this is where, from time immemorial, there have been documented writings about the benefits, the so-called benefits of drinking urine, in various cultures in various parts of the world. Dating back hundreds of thousands of years, and that's probably where a lot of this comes from or stems from. But in terms of proven research benefits, we don't have any, and that's really why we've said what we've said. We worry about when we bring even attention to claims like this in terms of making comments, but there has got to be some sort of form of responsibility by media outlets in terms of the health literacy and the health information that they're sharing with the community.
What have you lost in the desert?
Actually, it's probably no better than not drinking at all. Really, you're just reinforcing. If you think about what's happening in the desert, you're already very, very dehydrated. You've got a really concentrated, the environment that you're trying to replenish with water, and you're adding concentrated water with all these impurities to your system. It's only going to aggravate the situation.
Why on earth would Stan run a documentary on this particular... It's not as if sort of crowds are going to flock to a documentary on that subject, are they?
Well, you wonder why, and again, it brings into question, the responsibility and the information that's being provided. Health literacy is a really important part of understanding how we function, what we need, and what we need to do to improve our well-being and achieve better outcomes.
Good on you, Tony. Nice to talk with you. Dr. Tony Bartoni, president of the AMA. We've just been reminded that rugby league player in Sydney. I don't think he was lost in the desert, though, was he? Why does rugby league throw up animals? And it's a strange caper, isn't it? I've just asked what it's called, this documentary. I thought it might be called Urine Trouble. It's called Urine Aid is the name of the documentary.
Urine Aid. It sounds like a health drink, doesn't it?
Or maybe people have already seen urines 1 to 7 and they're going to go straight to Urine 8. Instant Radio Solutions, 96900 693. Thanks, Damien. 96900 693. Instant Radio Solutions time. You got a question you need answered or a bet settled? We're here to help. Entry on urine on Stan. It turns out in terms of the ratings on Stan, it's number 1. Kevin, got a question for us?
No, I'm going to tell you something. When we were in Vietnam, we were told the first, if we got any eye problems, the first wee in the morning onto our finger and rub it into our eye, and the properties in it were very beneficial to curing any eye problems.
Kevin?
I was told that by my father, that women in Italy used to bathe their children's eyes in urine. And there's a product called Urine, which is an eye wash.
Like as in urine?
Yeah,
All right. That's a mental note never to go to Vietnam or Italy.
mum's urine.